So you're thinking about moving to El Dorado Hills, but you might not be sure where to start. I'm gonna take you through my map, show you exactly what there is to know, why you might wanna move here, and what the important things are to consider when relocating. So maybe you're considering a move to El Dorado Hills, and you're not sure where to start. I'm gonna take you through my computer, show you a map of the area and the important things to know. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tiegen Boberg, local real estate agent here in El Dorado Hills, California, and I'm going to be your local guide. So one thing to know is that this red outline right here is actually El Dorado Hills. Here's downtown Sacramento. There are two major freeways that kind of go through our area. So Highway 50 connects Sacramento up to El Dorado Hills, and then Highway 80 takes people up to Rockland, Loomis, Roseville, and Reno. This commute is about 25 miles. You can probably get downtown in 25 minutes if the traffic's not too bad. On a busy day, it could probably take you maybe 45 minutes or so. To get to the Sacramento International Airport, you would go from El Dorado Hills down 50, past downtown, and then you would cut up Highway 5 right here. I'd say on average, that probably takes you about 45 minutes. Now zooming into El Dorado Hills, you have Folsom right next door, right in between Cameron Park, bordering Folsom Lake. This whole outline actually shows the entire area of El Dorado Hills. One important place that I would like to highlight is actually the El Dorado Hills Town Center. This is pretty much anything you would ever need in El Dorado Hills. There's a post office, there's Target, there's the movies, you could rent a car. Nugget Markets is our local grocery store. Tons of independent restaurants, all locally owned. Nothing is a chain in El Dorado Hills. We also have a hotel for when you have guests from out of town, and lots of shopping, hair salons, coffee shops. And then on the 4th of July, they have a huge event here with fireworks launching right above the water. You feel like they are literally right above you. Looking out a little bit as you head north up El Dorado Hills Boulevard, you have another shopping center over here, one more over here, but Latrobe and El Dorado Hills is kind of your main boulevard that cuts directly through El Dorado Hills. This will take you up to go down to the lake, and then there's also Silva Valley that cuts right through. Now looking at neighborhoods, this whole area south of 50 is called Blackstone. It's about 1,400 different homes. There are some gated areas, some not gated. The HOA fees range from about $170 to $207 per month. The nice part about Blackstone is that the HOA fees actually include quite a bit. They actually have an amazing clubhouse, tons of family-friendly events. They have 3 different pools, kid pool, lap pool, and kind of a party pool. They have a fitness center, a clubhouse that you can rent out for parties, and Halloween events, Christmas events, wine tasting events. They do stuff all year. Now newly coming is actually right above El Dorado Hills, kind of in this red dirt area. This whole area will be called Eastridge. There'll be about another 700 homes, all built by Lennar. They're going to have 3 different communities, all are gated, and this should hopefully, they're building the infrastructure, but the first models might be showing up in the next year or so. Kind of across the way is the business park, which is conveniently located. Again, different shops, dentists, doctors, anything you might need. And then next to that are a couple of 55 and up active adult communities. There is Heritage in El Dorado Hills, and then there is Four Seasons El Dorado Hills as well. And those are all newer construction homes. Now, as we head more north, the largest community in the area is Serrano. It's the largest master plan community. They have the Serrano Country Club right here, which is separate from the HOA. There's a clubhouse with a restaurant, gym, pool, and tennis courts, and then of course the entire golf course. Serrano has a mix of different villages, different gates. These are all different gates through here, and the area considers them villages. And then there is one kind of larger area of custom homes and semi-custom homes. Prices can range from the smaller single stories in kind of the high $700,000 range, and then up to over $4 million for the custom homes. Now going back to Blackstone. Now Blackstone kind of has a range of single stories up to 2 stories, ranging from about 2,100 square feet, I would say, up to over 4,400, and then there are a couple smaller home floor plans through here. Prices range maybe from the high 6s for the smaller ones up to about 1.6 million at the absolute highest if that home has a view. The active adult community, those prices, you can get a great home in the $500,000 range, then up to 6, 7, 8, even up to $1 million if it was a larger floor plan. Now over here, towards the left, up El Dorado Hills Boulevard, you have La Cresta Village, which is kind of older custom homes. Lots of good topography, things to look at. And then as you head north, here is the Promontory. So this actually is a pretty more newly developed area. Different gates as well. And then there is one custom home section right here called Calithia. Custom homes in here can range from 2 to about 4 million as of right now. And then all the other Promontory homes can range from about 900,000, maybe up to 1.4. Now coming soon, if you're looking to build a house, is this community right here. It's going to be called Le Capitan. All of these lots are actually tiered. So when you're at the lot, you just have panoramic views of downtown Sacramento, Folsom Lake. These views right here are incredible. A lot of custom homes should start popping up right here. So far, there's not even one built. They just released those last year, but that should be coming up soon. Heading now more north is Summit Village, which a lot of these have lake views. They kind of all border right here. A nicer, older community feel, gated, private, older grand estates. And then you also have Winterhaven and Waterford all through here. Lots of beautiful semi-custom homes, large lots, tennis courts at some of them. You can't go wrong. And then if you head to the most north tip of El Dorado Hills, right here, this community is called South Pointe. A lot of custom homes, a lot of them with lake views, but not all. Prices in here can range from about 1.6 million up to about 4 million. Summit Village can also be from about 1.3, I would say, up to 2.4. There was one record sale that closed that was over 12,000 square feet, completely remodeled, gorgeous, looking over the lake. And that was a record for El Dorado Hills, I believe. That one closed at 7 million. Now, one thing a lot of people might not know about El Dorado Hills is the nature. We're surrounded by walking trails. There are 17 miles of walking trails just in Serrano alone right here. There's deer that run around, turkeys, rabbits. It's beautiful scenery all year long, always activity, always animals to see. El Dorado Hills really does have the beauty. Now, I might be biased, but I do think we also have the best sunsets. I can't exactly answer why on that. I'm not sure if it's because we are at the base of the foothills, but looking out, the sunsets here are just bright pink, bright orange. They do not look the same in Sacramento. I can promise you that. A few other highlights of El Dorado Hills are the top-rated schools. There's lots of businesses. It's close proximity to the Bay Area. You can get to San Francisco in about an hour and a half. You can get up to Lake Tahoe in about 90 minutes. If there's snow in the winter and traffic, it can maybe be about 2 hours, but it's close proximity to Tahoe. You can get up to the ski resorts in about 60 minutes to the nearest one. And you can get to Napa in about 45 minutes. So overall, El Dorado Hills is a great place to live. I live here, I work here, and I can't say enough good things about this place. If you have any questions about the area, have any specific questions about your relocation or your search, don't hesitate to reach out. You can call me at the number below or send me an email or send me a text. I'd love to connect, even if it's not looking for a house, just for tips and recommendations for the El Dorado Hills area. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.